Hi, I'm Richard Kajewski, MAPE's Legislative and Communications Director, coming to you from the Capitol with our weekly legislative update. The first week of the legislative session has been completed now, and a few things have become more clear, and that is, what are the priorities of this year's legislative leadership? First thing we know for sure is that the healthcare exchange is going to be a priority for this year's legislature. The healthcare exchange bill is going to have to go through approximately 10 different committees in a very short period of time with a March 1st deadline. The second priority for the legislature has been through the introduction of a new minimum wage bill that increases the minimum wage in Minnesota to $7.50. Currently, the minimum wage in Minnesota is $6.15, well below the national average. In fact, the federal minimum wage is $7.25. Third, there has been a significant amount of bills introduced already that make various changes to the tax code in the state of Minnesota. And one thing that we know for sure now is that all tax proposals are going to be on the table. It looks like both leadership in the House and the Senate are willing to take a look at all different sources of tax reform and revenue that may come forward at the end of the session to balance a budget without borrowing on future budgets. Senator Bach has also made it clear in his meetings with the business community that, number one, we will see additional revenue. Number two, they should plan to see tax reform. And number three, they should anticipate an increase in taxes to the top 2% of income earners in the state of Minnesota. In addition, the MAPE contract, which will pass this session, has yet to be authored and introduced in either body. We are working each and every day to make sure that that does get authored and put through the various committees that it needs to travel through in order to become part of session law and for the 2% to take effect for all of our MAPE members back to January 1st. And the last priority that we're seeing through the initial bill introductions is a bill that increases the threshold of legislative approval to put a constitutional amendment on the ballot. This bill would require a 3/5 majority in both bodies, which in a sense requires that any constitutional amendment that goes on the ballot be nonpartisan. Next, in just over a week, we will see the governor's budget proposal come out. In that governor's budget proposal, we expect to see significant cuts to state government. The governor has asked all his agencies to prepare a 5% cut to their budget, and we will see what that amounts to on the 22nd of this month when that gets released. We anticipate, and we're hearing some rumblings from state agencies already, that that requires significant cuts to jobs, and that includes MAPE jobs and other jobs to other state unions as well. Those are the headlines for this week. We'll be back in a week with more coverage from the Capitol. In the meantime, be sure to check out our website, our weekly e-newsletter, MAPE's Facebook page, and Twitter feed for the latest news on the 2013 legislative session. If any of you have a question about the legislative session, please email us at action@mape.org or send us a question on MAPE's Facebook page. Every week we'll answer a question from one of our members. One last thing, don't forget to go to the Team MAPE website and sign up for MAPE's Day on the Hill, which is March 14th. It's your opportunity to speak with your senator and your representative. We'll see you next week for MAPE's legislative update. Thank you.